guys, it's Hannah. So today's video is going to be my October wrap up. So I didn't get to as much books as I would have liked to this month, but this month was kind of stressful with school and work and everything, so I only ended up reading 4 books. I think maybe 2 of those books were actually on my TBR for October, so yeah. But like I said in my TBR video for October, it was my birthday month and I did get more books and I got a little bit excited and wanted to read those, so I did. So let's get into today's video. The first book I read was Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This book was so good. I rated 5 out of 5 stars. I actually filmed a book talk on, so if you have already read the book and you want to see what I thought about it, it is all there. I'll link it down below. But if you have not read this book, it is basically in the whole Shadowhunter world. The main character's name is Emma. Emma's parents died way back and their murders were blamed on somebody from in the past that she knows was just not the killer. So Emma is trying to find the actual killer, and basically it is about her and her friend's investigation into finding the murder of not only her parents but of other murders like her parents. The next book I read this month is Lux Oppositions by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the last book in the Lux series. I was so happy that I finally finished it and finally got to have a nice happy ending for this book. I would probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars just because I felt like it ended rather quickly and I would have liked to see a little bit more of an ending to it than how it ended. So yeah. The third book that I read this month is The Merciless by Danielle Vega. This book I would probably give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it enough, but I just thought it was a little bit ridiculous at first. It's about an exorcism, but the way they go about exorcising this one girl was just a little bit ridiculous, and the ending was actually my favorite part, and it is the reason why I want to actually pick up the second book. If the ending wasn't like how it was, then I definitely would not pick up the second book, but the ending was really good, so I'm gonna see how the second book goes. The last book that I read this month is Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. This book was so good. 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I just finished it like a few days ago and it was so good. I am not quite sure why people say that they don't understand this book, but I think it's really good. I love the point of views. It's from the point of views of each of the 3 sisters as well as some friends, and I think that it was just so good. I loved it. I thought it was so interesting. People say that it starts off slow, but I got interested right from the start. If you do not know what this book is about, it is about 3 triplets all born with a power. So one sister is an elementalist, the other sister is a poisoner, and the other sister is a naturalist. They live on this island, and basically when they turn 16 they have to fight for the crown, and that is called the Ascension Year. They have a year to kill each other off and to gain the crown. I went into this book thinking that I was gonna have one favorite sister and that the other 2 sisters were just not gonna be good and that they were gonna be evil, but this book was so good. I don't really have a favorite. Okay, I think I'm lying. I loved all of the sisters, but I think my favorite is Marabella. She is the elementalist and I just loved her. I mean, I loved all of the sisters, but I loved her specifically just because how she reacts in the book is basically how I would be, and I thought she was a sweetheart. 5 out of 5 stars for this book. I definitely recommend it if you haven't read it yet. It is a new release of this year and it was so good. So, like I said, I was not able to get to as many books as I would have liked, but this month was definitely very stressful. So I'm just gonna take what I did because I thought I did pretty good with my 4 books, especially since Lady Midnight took me basically the whole month to read because of how big it was. So that is all for today's video. All of the books I've mentioned will be in the description down below, and if you have read any of these books, then tell me down below how you liked it. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!